Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a game for you in the gearing, the Tier 10 American DD on Northern Waters. And I'm approaching the Charlie Cap. Now, the gearing is the second most played ship that I've got. And I'm not particularly proud of the win rate that I've got in her. I think it's a 56%, something like that. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. But this is the ship that I learned how to play Tier 10 in, and it holds a special place in my heart, if you like. And I still love the gearing. It's been outclassed in many ways by a lot of the newer additions to the game, of course, but it's still a decent hybrid ship. And what I mean by hybrid is, you know, it kind of does both roles quite well. It's reasonably stealthy in the configuration that I've got it set up in. 5.6 kilometer detection, which is great. 2 sets of 5 torpedoes, and I'm just sending on hopefully something over there that I noticed coming in towards the Charlie Cap. And you know, the guns are reasonably good as well. 6 127mm guns, and with a really decent rate of fire. I mean, nothing compared to the likes of the Smaland and Aragumo and such, but you know, the gearing can hold her own in certain circumstances. But I prefer to play her as a long-range torque boat, and you'll see a little bit of that in this gameplay today. So, I know there's 2 DDs rushing into the Charlie Cap, so I'm not going to go in there. There's also Des Moines, and that's the other main reason why I'm not going to rush into that cap. So I'm going to stay flanked out here on the east, and just send a couple of sets of torps, and there we go. Managed to get a torped into something there. That could have been one of the DDs, or a cruiser, I don't know yet. So yeah, always worth playing it carefully to start with, especially with the current meta where teams do tend to rush in en masse into cap areas to try and take them by force. And sometimes if you decide to go into the cap circle very early game, it can be absolutely the wrong thing to do, and I've been finding that more and more often these days. As I said, the current meta is to sort of rush and push. So, another set away on that smoke screen. There's a Zhao out there. I think I maybe hit the Zhao for the top. So yeah, I'm in no rush to take this. Although it does look as though we are losing the 2 of the caps. Sometimes though, it's good to play with a little bit of patience. And yeah, we'll just dodge these. That's fine. So yeah, I've had 1,300 games in this ship, so I've played it a lot, and I know its capabilities. I mean, its main strength is the range of its torpedoes. Over 16 kilometers, right, so you can strike things from afar. You know, halfway across the map, and you can see the range circle there on the minimap. Yeah, so awesome ship for long range striking. And I'm going to send a set on this Des Moines. He's probably going to stop on the central island in the Bravo Cap, so set out on him. And I'm going to turn around and probe into Charlie Cap area. And at the moment, we've got no spotting as such at this side, so you could say that I haven't been doing a particularly good job of the spotting, but I was just being super cautious really, early game. But now I'm going to go into the Charlie Cap and see what's up. And I'll send another set of torpedoes on the Des Moines position in Charlie, and now we know that he's over there, of course. I've got no worries really going into Charlie. And of course the other great concern early game was whether the sub was going to turn up and make my day a living hell. I mean, we all know at this point that destroyers really don't have any tools to deal with submarines at all, apart from the depth charges. Unless you're a Hydro DD, you know, then you've got half a chance in something like the Z-52 or something like that. But in the gearing, not so much, unless you're right on top of it and you know exactly where it is. So we can see the Zao still pushing in and probing towards Charlie. I'm just going to hang about. I'm going to let the Schlieffen drive into this guy and hopefully get some shots into him. So I'm going to try and keep the guy spotted when he comes around the side of the island and send some torpedoes. It looks as though the Des Moines is going to take a torp as well, which is great. Yeah. Oh, that was a significant hit right there. He's down to quite low health now. So, you know, the gearing is a useful ship after all. It may not have seemed so early game here. But as I said, you know, sometimes you have to be cautious. And the current meta is teams pushing into caps en masse. And you can't deal with a lot of ships in a DD. You know, you can deal with the BBs, but hydro cruisers, and as you saw earlier, there were 2 other DDs in this cap circle. There's no way I could have dealt with them, and I probably would have died as well, right? So no point in pushing in. Just take it easy. So we're definitely going to take this cap now. The enemy have moved on, and it looks as though they're rushing in and pretty much consolidating their forces in the Bravo cap, and there's another torpedo hit on the Iwami. And hopefully we might get another one. We'll see. Prediction looks reasonable, I think. And he's starting to speed up again and turning perfectly into the path of those gearing torps. And that's 3 torpedoes there. And his torpedo protection helped him considerably, but he's also flooding. I don't think he's going to survive. Yeah, he's going down, right. And the Zao's just taking a shot on me, so I'll just turn into that and hopefully avoid it. Yeah, that's fine. And now my attention has turned to the Bravo cap. There's a Kurfürst in there. Thankfully, the Des Moines and quite a lot of the enemy team have been taken out by, in part, my friend in the Minotaur, ATAM's to the north of me. And obviously that's quite a comfort. So I've also got no worries about driving straight into the Bravo cap here. The Kurfürst is probably going to turn away. Well, hopefully he does, and he doesn't turn into Charlie cap. If he does, he's going past the island. That's fine. So yeah, Bravo cap it is. Last known position of the enemy submarine is northwest of me. Kurfürst has turned south. There is a Shimakaze around somewhere, and the Zao's still at large. And of course, there's a United States aircraft carrier as well. And he could be a massive issue, right? I mean, what can you do against CVs in a DD, right? Absolutely bugger all. You can't do anything. You might have half a chance shooting a few down in the Halland, right? Or the Harigumo, something with decent anti-air capabilities, but certainly not in the gearing. Not anymore. It used to have great anti-air capabilities at one time, which is why we used to play the gearing competitively. But no, not anymore. Shouldn't have any issues here, I don't think. And it looks as though I might get a torp or two on the curve first here. Yeah, that's fine. With a flood as well. But he's damage con that. So, main objective now. Get some more torps away on that chap. Predict his acceleration. And also travel towards the alpha cap. I want to secure this game. The points have been running away with us for some time, and we're still well behind, right? Looks like my friend's caught with the Shimakaze. He's made a mistake. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, he made a mistake. And hopefully Atam survives that torpedo salvo. There's no reason why he shouldn't, I don't think. And I think the torpedoes are looking good on the curve first. However, yeah, the Schlieffen got him. Or should I say, they got each other. And the Zau's coming in. So it's, should I take the risk and go between the islands or not? Because if he turns into me, he's certainly going to spot me. I'm going to rely on the excellent stealth that the Gearing's got. And hopefully I can just get around the side of this island. And he is turning in. I think only because he saw those torpedoes. I think if he'd have stayed on his original course, he would have taken those. So he's got his hydro running, right? And yes, he's turning back away. Thankfully. Ah, and the United States is right in front of me. This could be really bad. So I'm smoking up. I'm going to shoot at the Zau. Yeah. Do I risk driving out of the smoke screen? I mean, the Zau's probably got torpedoes out on me anyway, so... Yeah. I thought that might have come a bit later, but just managed to avoid it. And yeah, straight out the smoke screen, and good grief. The United States is less than 2 kilometres away from me. Right in front of me. Pretty much stock still. He's turning a little bit. I'll just accelerate right into him, get him on the broadside and wait. Get the torpedoes out, and he's done for, right? Thank you and good night, United States. So yeah, that could have been worse. I'm not quite sure what that United States was thinking. Why did he get so close? That's just unbelievable, right? But, you know, I'll take the win. And it worked out very nicely in the end. And, yeah. I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised about what that chap did there. But, yeah. But as always, guys, thanks ever so much for watching, and you know, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Alright, take care, bye bye.